Hi everyone, it's BreyerSport and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I organise and store my model horse show placings in my binders and kind of how I have them organised. So I have a binder for each division kind of that I show in. So I've got one for OF Mini, one for OF Traditional and then one for my CTF. The CTF one is a lot smaller. It's not really one of the binders that I like because you can't take these wallets out. So that's those ones. And then I have this one, which I think is OF Traditional. Yeah, OF Traditional. And then I have one for OF Mini. There we go. So what I'm doing today is I have ribbons from 3 different shows that I need to file away. So I'm going to start with my CTF folder because those are the horses that I have the least of. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on my phone. I write down the results for each show. So I'm going to start with my Ambercorner Stablemates Championships ribbons because I have the most of those to get through. I have the results written down on my phone so that I can just look back at the placing and the horse that got it. So I'm going to have a look for that. So here I have found one of the CTF models that got a place in this show. So it was Pluto and he got first place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write on here, I'm going to write first place and then the name of the show that it was. So it's going to be ACS Willow Champs is what I'm going to write on there. So that's the first one of many placings to go that have been filed away. I just realised that I forgot to say that I use a colour code. So with my pens, I used, if the horse plays first, it's red, second, blue, third is yellow, fourth is green, 5th is orange and 6th is pink. Those tend to be like the usual traditional UK colours for ribbons, I think. If not, it works for me. Any lower than 6th, I just write in purple. So you can see here in one show, Scorpio placed 8th, so that just went down in purple, and yeah, that's that. So in some of these you can see that with Jasmine especially, she's got lots of placings and a lot of those were in paper that you had to print out on your own. I have stopped entering those kind of shows, or if I do enter them because they're for charity, I don't bother printing them out anymore. I don't really like how it looks in my folders, and yeah, I don't, if you're paying a lot of money for a photo show, I really do think that you should have nice ribbons. I don't mind, you know, the ones for, a lot of these are for charity. This one here was for charity, so I obviously don't have a problem with entering those shows for a little bit of fun, but I think that if you're paying, you know, upwards of £10, there really should be ribbons involved in that. Okay, so that is now my CTF folder, completely up to date with ribbons from all of the photo shows. There was 3 shows that I was filing away. One of them I didn't show CTF in, and the other 2 have now been put into their files. So now we're going to make a start with my OF Traditional. I'm saving OF Mini for last because that's where most of the placings are going and I'm trying to prolong it. This is my biggest file. I just wanted to quickly show how I organise my OF Traditionals. I don't do this with the CTF models because I can't, but basically I have little dividers in there and they say the division. So there's light, gated, stock, Iberian, sport, pony, draft, I think that is. Yeah, draft, foals, other, and then admin. I think in the admin I just have horses that I've sold. Yeah, they're all horses that I've sold, and I think there's a few like ribbons in there that I haven't got the horse's photograph printed out for yet, things like that. So having these dividers for folders that are as full as this one is going to be really helpful, because if you've wrote down the horse, all you need to do is think about which division it was showed in, and then it should be easy to find in there. So for example, I know that After Hallen got a placing, so if I go to the sports section of my folder, I'll be able to find her somewhere. Yeah, I have a lot of sport horses, but yeah, I'll be able to find her in here. There she is. So now that I can file away her ribbons. So I didn't actually realise how well this horse After Hallen had been doing for me recently, so those are some ribbons that she already had. And then from the 3 shows, she's actually got 4 ribbons. So she got a 3rd place in the December shows, fun class, and a 1st place in breed. So I've wrote those down there. She also placed 3rd in Autumn Breeze and 5th in the CWS inaugural show. So those have been wrote down for her. So yeah, she's been doing pretty well for me. I'm really happy with her. So I just thought that I'd pop on and show you, whilst I'm doing these placings, one of the downsides of having a binder for your placings, and that is when you get rosettes like this, they stick up so much in your binder that it makes it hard for it to close. Some people only put their flat ribbons in these binders and put the rosettes up in their model horse room. I don't really have enough rosettes to justify putting them up. I feel like it would look strange, and also I do think that it makes my shelves look messy. I'm not trying to say that if you put rosettes up on your shelves they look messy. Some people's look really cool, mine just doesn't. I've only got a small room, and I just think that it makes my room look crowded if I have the rosettes up. So I do just bang them in the folders because, like I said, I don't have too many of them, but it does bulk up. So just be aware if you've got a lot of models, more than I do in this folder, because I really, compared to a lot of people, don't have actually that many models. So if you do have a lot of models and you do this, you might need to split your binders up even more than I have. If you win a lot of ribbons, my horses don't seem to win too many ribbons, which I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, if your horses, you know, win a lot of champs, things like that, maybe putting them up in your room is a better option for you than putting them in a binder. So I've put it off for long enough now. My CTF models are done and my OF traditional models are done. So now I need to move on to my OF minis. Don't get me wrong, I love it when my models place, but putting things away is not one of my favourite things to do. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it really, but when you've got this many and have to go through the files and put them all away, it does get really time consuming, but I have nothing else to do today, so there's no reason why I can't get it done. Okay guys, so that is all of the ribbons put away for OF Mini, OF Traditional and my CTF models. If you want to do something similar to this, it's super easy. All you need is a photograph of your model. I have the ones that I use for my shows that have the information on, the model's name at the top, and a plastic wallet to put them all in, and a folder. So yeah, it's really easy. I just wanted to say that this isn't how I log my collection. The majority of my horses are in these folders, but not all of them. To log my collection, I have a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet online. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day. I don't know if it's maybe too boring, but yeah, that's how I organise all of my ribbons for my models. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.